Hello friends, this is Sharmi with the Amateur Gardener. I'm back again. We'll be doing a little bit of a garden tour, the March garden tour. The last time I did it, it was February, and we'll be doing a March garden tour. Lots of other things have come into bloom, so I'll be taking you around, and then we'll do a little bit of explanation of where things are at right now. Some of them are still leafing out. Some of them have leafed out, and some of them are flowering actually. Okay, so if you do like the video, do hit a like and a subscribe, and to all those that have subscribed, I thank you very, very much. And let's take you along this garden tour. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so I am starting at my master bedroom garden bed. This is what is really close to my master bath and master bed. So you can see some of the columbines are there, and then I can see some of the cleomes are self-seeding. These are some of the hollyhocks that actually looked the same throughout winter. I may have to cut some of the leaves back. I do see some rust on them, so I may have to do some copper treatment. Okay, some of the hostas are coming up. So you can see a couple there. This one's leafed out. We had a huge hailstorm 2 days ago. No, hailstorm on Sunday, Saturday or Sunday, and so some of the leaves look kind of ripped up, but it'll recover. And then as I'm going through, you can see some alstroemeria, and then these are some of the amaryllis that are waking up and starting to flower. I have some experimental, I would say, um, peonies here. I planted them last year as bulbs, and they are coming up here and there. It's still experimental. So hydrangea there. I think this is white wedding gown, and then more amaryllis. Again, this one is hydrangea. This is a limelight hydrangea. It's a shrub form, and this is a lilac. This is a Josie reblooming lilac, and you can see here that it is fully budded up. I'll take you through it once it flowers. Lots of hollyhocks here and there, and some alstroemeria there. Have some more over there, and then I think I have another bunch here. Some hellebores are also there. Over here I have perennial clematis. This is Clematis armandii, and this is actually I should say evergreen clematis. And then I have a lot of toad lilies here. They have kind of taken over this spot. I don't mind it. I just don't allow it to go further to here left and right. But if they're in, as long as they're in this spot, I don't mind. And then I have some stone crop. This is some sweet shrub. You can see that the flowers are about to open up. It's like full of them. And then this one actually made some babies. So I can see there are a couple of like this one is a separate plant. I could actually cut it off and make it a separate plant, which I might. This is strawberry Sunday hydrangea that is beginning to leaf out. Some more stone crop here. Some daylilies. That's Macrophylla hydrangea. This is a bird of paradise. This one always suffers some damage with her freezes. It is more like a tropical plant, but there are some greenness left, so I'm hoping it's going to come back. That area between the daylily and the toad lilies there, that area has calla lilies. I can see some heads poking up. This area has some tuberoses. So I can see one here, another one there. There should be a few more that should poke up, and their heads. And then I also have a lot of colorful pink and white and pinkish white colored gingers. So they should uh, raise their heads soon. And then as I enter this arch, it is surrounded with a Peggy Martin rose. And if you can see there, it is like fully budded up. We're still around my master bedroom on the other side. So this is one of my hydrangea beds. I showed you one already. This is the second hydrangea. We have a third one here, and we have a rudbeckia, or black-eyed Susan, kind of poking its head. They self-seed here very readily. I have several of them. Sometimes I leave them where they are. Sometimes I pull them out and I plant them elsewhere. I don't grow any other varieties. Maybe I will someday, but for now I'm okay with what I have. There are a few different varieties that pretty easily self-seed for me. And then at the back I have some penstemon. Behind that, let me show you, get a little closer. There, behind the hydrangea, we have some penstemon. It's like pink colored one. And then more daylilies, some lemon coral sedum here. And my experimental grass, it's truly a tropical plant. It's not going to come back. I'm going to probably pull it out. There's another hydrangea. And then here I also have some peonies, poking their heads up. There's another hydrangea, small one there. And then we have another one here. This is a white one. Some azaleas, and the backdrop is gardenias. They bloom usually in summer. And then there is some more daylilies, and behind that spot, we should have calla lilies from there very soon. Okay, so this was what I call my master bedroom bed. Okay, so I'm back to the other side of the master bedroom bed. So that's the AC and that's the master bedroom windows. I turn around. Okay, this is a crepe myrtle here. This is, I think, a light purple one. And there's a name for it. I forgot that name, honestly. But I should do a better job at putting name tags. I do have the tag though. So what I plan to do is I have a Rangoon creeper that I plan to plant there, and then I want to let it go over a wide arch over this gate. This is one of the gates that I have that doesn't have an arch. Anyway, so getting along, I have a boxwood hedge and I still have to cut back the boxwood hedge. These are a couple of fig trees. One is I think Little Miss Figgy, the taller one, and the small one is the Chicago Hardy fig. And then have some salvia in front, and then this is beautyberry bush. Has beautiful bright magenta colored berries in the fall, which birds eat. Okay, and then this is a Fuji apple tree that is just starting to leaf out. And then we planted some of our vine crops here, and those are growing. And these are some buds. I think it's daffodils or some kind of buds that come back every year. I forgot what I have here. Mostly daffodils. Anyway, this is our Katy apricot, and there are apricots this year. There. Hopefully you can see some. When there's so much wind. There. These are some rows of Sharons, a couple of them. One's a tree-form one that I recently planted, and this is one that I already had. And this is a peach tree. It's a dwarf peach. These are daffodils here. These ones have already bloomed. I have a couple of camellias here. I think these are the Sesenqua camellias. Lots of salvia here and there. And then I have a back line or whatever I planted hollyhocks. And then in front I have lots of echinacea and rudbeckia that are gradually showing their heads. This one is Barbados cherry, and this is another peach tree that still has some flowers. This bed has um, okra. This is the awakening rose. Let me take a step back. Okay, so that's the awakening rose on one side, and the other side I have clematis. This is Viva Polonia. This is a proven winner's clematis. This is year 3 for this clematis. I really love this. This one's doing awesome, has so many branches and has flowers at almost every node. And this one is the awakening rose, which has numerous buds everywhere. And then let me show you one of the flowers. This is a bud. And this is after a hailstorm we had, and after lots of storms we had um, this week actually. These are my veggie gardens. We'll tour the veggie beds later on. So I have cabbage here that are nicely, like you can see one there. I have several of them. And then I have a quicksilver rose here. It's a purple colored low rose. Looks a little tattered after our hailstorm, but otherwise should look a lot better in future. And then that one is a zephyrin drone. Let me show you the rose. This is my back of my garden, the remotest corner. There's a fig. This is I think a brown turkey fig. This tree came for free from a plant giveaway. There are some blueberries here. I have several blueberries here strewn here and there. My son loves blueberries. There is a guava. That is a pineapple guava. And then I have a birch tree. Actually, two birch trees. They're planted next to each other. One has leafed out, the other hasn't, but hopefully it'll soon leaf out. I can see little nodes there. And then there is another blueberry here, another one there, and then that's the apple tree. That's Enchemer apple tree. It's like one for the south. Okay. Then if I go at the back, another blueberry, and then a whole bunch of caryopteris here. And this is an aprium. It's Flavor Delight aprium. Was planted last year, so last spring, as a bare root. This will be its second year. Around, this is a bench indigenously built by my husband, but it's very useful when we work here and are tired. This is a nice place to sit. And I have a bignonia crossvine going over it. You can see it is not in flower now. Maybe like one or two leftover spent blooms are here, but it was all orange the past 2-3 weeks. Now it's just going to lose those flowers and later on come up with new growth and then flower a little bit sporadically here and there throughout the year. I have a peach tree here, a pear tree here. I don't know if I'm going to get any pears, but that's the pear tree. And then I wanted to give you a view from here. This is how my walkway looks. This is the arch with the quicksilver and the zephyrin drone on each side. This is my grape. This is the Thompson seedless grape that is about to take over this trellis. Some spinach here. Again on the back wall, I have hollyhocks planted, And then I have a lot of Caryopteris planted here and there. And some, not just Caryopteris, I think I have a lot of Agastache. So there's a Caryopteris and lots of Agastache, and they very readily self-seed. I have a couple of proven winners hibiscus there. You'll see more. And then I also have a non-edible but really looks nice pomegranate. I think that also is from proven winners. And then if I turn around, this area has a lot of liatris that is going to come up. You see a few weeds. Of course, weeds are always there in every garden. I have some Gara here. And then we have some snowdrops. I'll show you from the other side when I go there. And I have some Stokes aster here. Okay. Oh, this is the other grape that I have here. This is the razzmatazz. I just planted it this past fall. And then I have a lot of Lampsia here. And then some Coreopsis. I mean, I like Coreopsis, but not that much. It gets very messy, and then weeds grow through it, and then it's very hard to clean the weeds in between the Coreopsis. So I have it in a few spots, but there are several spots that I took it out. This area also has a lot of gladiolus planted, so you can see some of them come up. And then in addition to the daylilies, and that's the Achillea or yarrow. This one is the pink yarrow. Daylilies. And then these are the four proven winners salvia. These are rockin' playing the blues. Four of them, they're huge. And right now they're reaching to like just my mid thighs, but they're like about 2.5 feet now. They are going to go to at least, I know, 3.5, 4 feet. Will be its fourth year with me, third year in this bed. And then in front there is an Oh So Easy rose. I think this one is the, forgot, but it's the peach one, the peach colored one. I'll put the name online. I'd even forgotten that this rose existed, and then I put something there to make sure that I know that there's a rose there. But anyways, it has here, let me give you a better look. Yeah, it has quite a few buds. Okay, and then let's go. There's more daylilies, lots of daylilies, and more yarrow. I had some perennial sunflower here, which I'm trying to get rid of over the time, but some of them still kept coming back. I think this is like Maximilian, that variety. It's okay. I get rid of some, keep some, mostly get rid of them, but it's okay to have some. There's another clump here. And then this is my apple tree. You can see a whole lots of apples. Like every single node has apples. And here we start our rose garden. This is the Molino rose. You can see how many, it has one flower and lots of buds. This is Heritage, fully budded up. This is Nicotiana in between the roses that decided to be alive and just came back from the roots. I think this is Bronze Queen, Nicotiana. This is my Lady of Shalott. Has a flower which we can see from the other side, but these are how the buds look like. They're more pinkish than orange. The flowers are orange. This is Abraham Darby, has lots and lots of buds. And again, this is a Bliss Perfuma. This is not a David Austin rose, but it is a beautiful flower. And here, yeah, this is Ageratum. I think it's a purple colored one. And it also came back from the roots. There's also did this other Ageratum, but you can see the little hail that we got tore apart some of the leaves. This is Graham Thomas, just starting up to get some buds there. Should expect a lot of flowers in the next few weeks. This is the Ageratum. Here I had planted these anemone a long while back. There's some purple, pink, there's a red there that's hiding in those bushes, and there's some Gara here as well as some stone crop. I think we have like a clump here, A clump there, another clump here. I think there are like 3 different varieties. Oh my god, there's this sunflower that's coming up that I don't want. It's coming out from everywhere. This is of course a rose, but this is iceberg rose, but it's a burgundy iceberg. If you look at the flower, that's the color, and this is the bud. It's beautiful color. This one is Madame Plantier. This rose, I cut it wrong. I cut it before it bloomed this year, thanks to someone who made me aware that this is an antique rose, so I should have pruned it after it flowered. So I'm okay with not getting any flowers this year, but hopefully I'll get some next year. Okay, and then this is another Proven Winners rose. This is also easy petite pink. This one is fully budded up, and this one flowers non-stop 9 to 10 months of a year. Okay, let me give you a picture of my Baron Provost. Let me give you a picture of the flower. That's a flower, and it has an amazing fragrance. Then on the back here, I have my strawberries, and there are some that are ready to pick. Now, since we got these cages, we are actually getting some strawberries, because otherwise we'd have to sacrifice those to our critters and all the wildlife that is here. So now at least we get to eat some. I love these cages. These are, I think it's 2x4s, and these beds are also 2x4s. So they work perfectly for my beds. I got them from Gardener Supply. This is the second year that I'm using them, and as I start planting things, I'll be using more and more of them. I have 6 of them, I think, that I can use for a variety of purposes. And then I have some hebe here, 2 of them. There's one here, and there's another one there. And this is a Bracken Brown Beauty magnolia. There's some what is it called, cannas here. This is yellow orange cannas. I haven't planted them, my neighbor did, and I hate them, but they always keep coming back. Have to find ways to kill them. These are tiger lilies. You can see some there. And then if I take you around, this is oh, one thing, this is a rose that I have here. This is David Austin rose. It is the Generous Gardener. For now it only has one long branch with some flowers, but I'm hoping I get more. As I step out, this is our pergola area. There it is. I still have to clean up the area a little more. And that's our second Peggy Martin that is fully budded up. And then it is surrounded with Sunshine Ligastrum. I really like the look of this. It kind of looks the same all year round, this golden yellow color. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the Peggy Martin that is all like fully budded. So in a week or two, it should look fully pink. Let me give you a view of the Baron Provost from this angle, and the also easy petite pink from this side. Okay, this is another apple tree that I have. Does have some apples, but fewer than the other one. But I'll take whatever I get. And this is the look of the Lady of Shalott from this angle. And there is a Molino. And I have some salvia in between. I think I really like the look of the blue salvia between these roses, as well as the ageratum. I have some seedlings growing. I think they will look beautiful. Okay, turning around. Here is the perennial dahlia. I've never tried tree dahlias before, but this one is a tree dahlia, so we'll see how it does. And then this is a honeysuckle. This is the Proven Winners honeysuckle. And then I planted some St. John's wort, Brigadoon St. John's wort in front of these plants. So this is Orchid Romance, has a beautiful fragrance. This one is Elizabeth, and this one is Emily Bronte, hasn't flowered yet. Again, you can see the plants in front. This one is a Munstead wood. This one is Marc Chagall, another Munstead wood with daffodils in front. Daffodils are still coming up. It has been cooler than usual in my zone this year. And this one is a Julia Child. And there is a strawberry tree. I do see some dried up branches, tips. I don't know if it's the sun or not. Should do good. So I'll try to cut that back and see how it does. And if it doesn't do well, I'm going to plant it in a more part sun location. This area gets full sun. And then you can see my peas that are doing pretty well. This is my dahlia bed. If you go around, you can see there, you can see all the dahlias poking their heads. I don't water this bed. The drip to this area is turned off until all the dahlia springs, and then we plant our vine crops to go over this cattle panel. This is a smoke bush. It's a smoke tree actually, and this one is starting to leaf out. It's a purple colored one. And this is a tree hydrangea, limelight. Hopefully this should all leaf out in the next couple of months. Limelights leaf out the latest, so hopefully that doesn't take too long. I have some pots here and there. I have to still put them in their rightful places for the rest of the year. This is a Myers lemon. Has a lot of lemons this year. And that one is a kaffir lime. These are some of my pots that have to be placed in their proper locations for the year. This is the Rangoon creeper I was talking about, and this is the one that I'm going to plant in the ground. A lot of friends have given me hope that there are Rangoon creepers in the ground in my zone, and it comes back every year. So I'm going to free up that pot because it is getting very tall and it's getting quite a chore to actually take it in and out of a greenhouse. So I would rather put it in the ground, though I love it. Okay, so it's getting a little bit dark and a little bit chilly. I don't know, there's some wind here. So I'm going to continue this garden tour tomorrow morning. Finally, this is my mango tree. It's an Alfonso mango. Doing quite well. I like the branching structure. It's like about 3 feet, and then it is dividing into like 4 different branches. And then I have a guava as well. I don't know the variety. I got this from Home Depot. Ending on that note, and I will continue the garden tour tomorrow, starting from this bed that you just see. If you like my video, do hit a like and a subscribe, and do post some comments on YouTube so that I can kind of cater my videos to what people would like to see. So until I see you in my next video, bye-bye.